Hello kids, Teacher Jovis here again bringing you another fun, exciting, and inspiring story here at GMMES Learn at Home Online Storytelling. And tonight I am bringing you another story about this little girl who is not afraid to try and explore new things. Tonight we will be able to know how she was able to achieve that one thing that she was always curious of. So, let's go! Tiny Jumps In. Written and illustrated by Ansha Sakawat-Russell from Let's Read by the Asia Foundation. On the shore in a mysterious lake lives a girl named Tiny. She spent her days doing things she loved, and every night would tell her sister all about it. Always inquisitive, Tiny would often wonder about the lake by her house. There was something intriguing about it. She decided she simply had to explore it. But first, she needed to prepare. Determined as ever, she took swimming lessons and practiced every day to become a good swimmer. Finally, the day came when Tiny knew she was ready. She headed towards the lake in an excited frenzy and tested the water. Looking down at the lake, Tiny prepared to jump. But suddenly, she was filled with doubt. The water was deep. Who knew what lay beneath? Unsure of what to do, Tiny thought of her older sister. Her sister was always scared of new things, but still, she never gave up. Tiny wouldn't give up either. She let go of the branch and all her fears, took a deep breath, and jumped. A giant splash, a thrilling rush. The wait is over and Tiny was swimming in the lake. There were so many fish of different shapes, sizes, and colors. Filled with curiosity, Tiny wanted to go deeper still. Soon, she was swimming with wondrous creature she had never seen before, and who had never seen her before. Down, 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 she swam past creatures with kaleidoscope mouth. One terrifying moment, Tiny thought she might get eaten, but the creature gently lifted her away. By now, she was almost out of breath. But clever Tiny found special bubbles to breathe with so she could carry on playing with her new friends. Never had she felt so alive. The lake was beautiful and incredible, but it was time to go home. Tiny couldn't wait to tell her sister all about her underwater adventure. What would she think? She promised herself that she would never forget this day. She had learned that she could do anything she put her mind to. With the warm sun on her back, Tiny wondered, what's next? And that is the end of our story about the little girl named Tiny. Did you have fun while listening to the story? What do you think can best describe Tiny? Tiny is one courageous little girl. Even though she doesn't know how to swim, she practiced so hard just so she would be able to explore the lake that she's so curious of. And when it was time to test her swimming, Even though she was a little afraid, she did not give up. Instead, she let go of all her fears and jumped into the lake. So kids, I hope that every one of you could be like Tiny. That if ever you have something you really want to achieve, you will not be afraid to try it. Have the courage and let go of all your fears, because only by letting go of your fears you would be able to see things you haven't seen before. And by letting go of your fears, you also let yourself become stronger to take any challenge that would come your way. Always bear in mind that everything is possible once you set your mind into doing something you really want to do. Because once you've achieved one thing, then you would be able to face bravely any challenge that might come in your way. And that's it for tonight, and thank you so much for listening to the story about Tiny, and I hope that she was able to give you inspiration to face any fears and challenges that you have. Let's read again together next Wednesday here at GMMES Learn at Home Online Storytelling. Thank you so much. Bye!